Many of you watched the very popular crime drama Blue Bloods just before the news tonight. And now we're finding out what it's like working the Blue Line in DeWitt, a department responsible for things beyond its borders because of the deal that saw it take over policing for the neighboring village of East Syracuse. The chief there is James Hildman. He's been with that department since 1998. When he was captain before becoming the chief, Hildman led the transition as East Syracuse village officers became part of the DeWitt force. He now leads a department of 44 sworn officers.
Should still give us enough for everybody, so.
We were there as roll call got underway for Sea Watch, the evening shift, as the officers who are sworn to serve and protect DeWitt and East Syracuse got ready to hit the road. This department did not start out that formal. In fact, it was about as informal as you can imagine back in the late 1950s, when four guys who called themselves the Volunteer DeWitt Police Unit came together in response to traffic complaints on Erie Boulevard. Today, it's still evolving, as we found out when Chief James Hildman showed us the lights on a new police SUV. Is that the future of police vehicles? Fewer light bars, more lighting in other areas of the vehicle?
I've seen a trend here locally with that. Like I said, a lot of budgets are being trimmed, so light bars are very expensive, as I said. Sometimes individual placed LED lights we found are more effective, and then we've gotten some feedback from folks that have stated that it's blinding to go by if an officer has all their lights on, and because of the modern technology, the LEDs, it's actually more of a distraction.
So the fact that this doesn't have a light bar on the top is not designed to sneak up on me more than in a regular patrol car?
No, we don't have a specific traffic unit, so these cars are used on typical patrol, and as I said, it's a cost savings and it's more effective lighting. That's why we do it.
Officers spend most of their shift on the road.
This is our locker room.
But the day always starts here, in a locker room so clean we wondered if anyone used it. It's a mark of professionalism, the chief says, and he demands it. The mindset starts here.
Yes, I agree. That's why we talked about even just the way we manage the rest of the locker room, in the sense of we don't allow things to be stuck to the outside of the locker room or outside of the lockers. We don't allow boots to be laying all over the place with wet slush and things on them. We do that too because we feel comfortable allowing the media or anybody, town board members, citizens, we have no problem, as long as nobody's in here, showing them how police get ready for work and the equipment.
DeWitt police officers respond to more than 30,000 calls a year in a more than 30 square mile territory, plus the village of East Syracuse. The big problems here are big problems everywhere. What are the issues here?
Well, I think the biggest issue for us is heroin, like many jurisdictions are dealing with. I think that the climate of law enforcement also is another factor that's changed. I'm worried about my officers getting injured or hurt, which is always, I feel as if I bear that responsibility, even though I have lieutenants and sergeants and captains below me. I still feel that responsibility. So things that keep me up at night are to make sure that number one, our citizens and our officers are safe. And then the heroin epidemic in recent years has been just very troubling. We had another one last night where we were able to revive a 28-year-old male that was unconscious. And that would be our fourth save since we've implemented our Narcan program in April of 15. But we've also had 5 deaths due to heroin.
Police in DeWitt do not use body cameras, a new technology that's being deployed more and more these days. The chief and his top staff are not against body cameras, but they are still in the process, they say, of evaluating different types to figure out what might work best in DeWitt.